Questions, who's my best friend? My best friend's actually sitting right here. It's Maddie. She wanted to come watch and support. We're Hi, welcome back to Unmuted. Today I will be answering questions I got from our Instagram. I posted on our story saying, hey, if you have any questions for me, I'll be answering them next Unmuted. So thanks for all the love we got, and thanks for all the love we get in general through our Instagram. And if you're not already following it, you should go follow it at Unmuted. So let's get into the questions I was asked. All right, so our first question is, what is your motivation? So when I first read this one, I was kind of like, I don't know. But thinking about it, my motivation throughout the day would probably be my family, my friends, and just getting to get positivity throughout school and try to make my day the best it can be every day. Our next question is, what do you want to do after high school? So I've had this one planned out for a while. After high school, I am hoping and praying that my place to be is UT Austin, and I want to go into the RTF, which is Radio, Television, Film program, to hopefully later on in my as a career work in film. Next question is, how do you cope when you are stressed out with school and life in general? How I cope? Probably spending time with friends and family. Yes, I do think you need to put your you need to put the important things first, but I also think you need to save time to hang out with friends, be with family, and don't stress so much to get everything done at once. The next question is, what motivates you to do cheer and theater? For cheer, I've just been doing it since I was little, and I have this passion for it, and I love getting to do it. Yes, it can get stressful at times, but it's something fun when you really think about it, because I get to be with friends doing what we all love to do. And same with theater, my motivation is seeing my friends every day and getting to develop these characters when we're doing plays and different stuff like that. And it's really fun getting to do what you love around your friends. The next question is, who's my best friend? My best friend's actually sitting right here. It's Maddie. She wanted to come watch and support. We're together all the time, but yeah, we literally have not had a break from each other for the past week. Yeah, but we met in theater, and I love being around Maddie. Okay, our next question is, why do you get up in the morning? I feel like that kind of relates back to motivation. I get up in the morning for family, friends, just getting to go through my day. I enjoy it. Yes, I don't really like school. It's stressful at times, but getting to see my friends and family is really what gets me up in the morning. Who's my favorite teacher and why? I'd probably say my theater teacher. He's like our second dad. He's very protective over us, and he also is helping us grow in what we love to do. So I really enjoy that, and I'm really thankful for him. The next question is, what's the worst and most stressful part of school? Probably testing. It hasn't been that stressful this year, but school in general, just getting up in the morning is stressful, but once you're there and you get to see your friends, it's really worth it getting to see your friends, because I remember I did virtual for a little bit last year during COVID, and it wasn't the same. Getting to see my friends made me happier, but testing is definitely a stressful part of school. Next question is, what kind of organizations do you have in your school that promotes a place for Christians? We have Cats for Christ. It's in the morning before school. They worship there. They do a short sermon before school starts, and it's really popular. And then we have a couple more questions written down. The first one's, how do you handle social pressure, for example, at a friend's party? So I feel like going to parties could do with a bunch of things, such as drinking and stuff that should not be a teen thing, but it is a social pressure that people do deal with as teens, going to parties. I've dealt with it. My friends have dealt with it. Honestly, the way I hold back from doing anything is, personally, I don't find an interest in it. I don't get the point. In my head, I can have fun without doing any of that stuff. So when getting told, I make it, instead of feeling shame for it, I feel more no, I'm not doing that. Not trying to make the other person feel guilty, but I can say no. So I feel like how I handle it is just saying no, because I can have more fun without it, any of that stuff. what advice would you give to parents of teens? Honestly, I know this can only go so far, but just listening to the teenager and trying to understand their point of view, because I feel like sometimes parents can automatically exaggerate the situation way more than it is, when sometimes the kid just doesn't feel like they're being heard. So just listening and trying to understand, but yeah. The next one is, if you could change one thing about yourself, what would you change? What would I change about myself? I feel like you'd have to go with not so much looks or anything like that, but maybe being able to realize sooner to not care what people think and not care about judgment. So maybe changing that, if that could be a thing. So if I was a freshman, just getting that judgment I felt from people, like ignoring it sooner, because it held me back a lot. So probably that. And our last question today is, what advice would you give to your 9th grade self? I feel like that goes back to what I just said. If I were to talk to my 9th grade self, it'd probably be, hey, go into high school and do what you love, because I always wanted to do theater and I never did because I cared too much what people thought about me. So I'd probably just look at myself and be like, hey, just do it. Don't care what people think, because it's 4 years, and after that, no one really talks to you after that you'll never see the person that was talking bad about you again. So I would tell myself, just do that. And also probably focus on your grades a little more. They're not bad, but it really helps in the long run. But that's probably what I'd tell my 9th grade self. All right, so if you enjoyed this episode, give it a like and make sure you subscribe. And go follow the Instagram and TikTok, Church of Champions, Instagram, Church of Champions, and Unmuted. And if you want to see more of these videos, comment down below. And on the Instagram of Unmuted, I'll probably be asking for more questions in the future, so make sure you go check that out and ask any questions you're curious about. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure you follow our Instagram, TikTok at Church of Champions Houston, and subscribe to the YouTube. If you have any stories you'd like to share, topics you'd want me to talk about, comment down below. Thank you. Have a great rest of your week.